Guys, I'm going to show y'all a few things that I have updated in my shop since some of my last videos. Give y'all a little bit more idea of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Because I'm here to learn just like y'all are, and the more stuff that I figure out, I like to pass it on to y'all if I find a better way to do something. Especially considering that I like to tell y'all the way that I do stuff, and if y'all are trying to do what I do, then it makes me feel really good to tell y'all when I have upgraded and made something a little bit easier to do. So y'all check this right here out. What about that guy? This is a board that a boy named Justin Roberts brought me. He lives up here in North Alabama, not too awful far from here. Justin's come over just a couple of times, spent a couple of days with me in my shop, messing around, talking, joking around, and doing a little bit of work. He's wanting to get into taxidermy full time and has actually started his taxidermy page. It's called Grip and Grin Taxidermy. So y'all check that out on Facebook. Give him a like and a follow. And I'm sure he'd really appreciate that. But he brought this to my house. I believe he had somebody build this for me. A guy that he knows builds these or something. Justin, matter of fact, if you're watching this, comment down below and let everybody know where they can pick one of these things up. But this right here is made out of cedar. This is just not a piece of plywood, but this is cedar. And this right here is perfect size for nostrils when you're fleshing deer out. This right here is just like a small fleshing beam and works fantastic on the nose. Anywhere around the nose or the snout and the underside of the bottom jaw, this works perfect. It's also really thin at the end, almost sharp to where it grips that cape really well, and you can almost fit a nostril over the end of it where that cape doesn't slide down while you're thinning. And this right here, y'all, is Bondo. It was a light bulb that he filled with Bondo with a pipe nipple and then broke the light bulb, the glass off the top of it, which just left this Bondo, and it's perfectly smooth. You can take the eye opening of a deer and wrap it around the end of that right there, and y'all, you can get that thing all the way down to the hair follicles as easy as any way I've ever done it. Also, the nose. Once you get the nostrils thinned, you can lay the nose over the end of that, and you can just thin that right out. It works out so great. It has sped me up tremendously between that and this. This is a 100-gallon livestock tank for watering cows, horses, whatever. We'll show y'all right here on the top too. I have got a plastic pallet that I cut out so that it fits down in that tub. What that does is press down on those capes with just enough weight to where they stay submerged. When you put that many capes in there at one time, that hair has a tendency to make them float. You do not want those things floating, especially with that many in there, because you got to make sure that they stay submerged to stay in that pickle. This last week, I managed to flesh out 15 capes. So between having that, having my fleshing machine, I don't have to do as much fleshing anymore because I can shave a hide down if it's still a little bit thick. So I can do a whole bunch of capes. Now I'm doing about 4 or 5 is about what I'm comfortable of doing in a day, where I'm not just overworking myself, but I can flesh about 4 or 5 capes a day. That's thinning them, splitting them, turning the eyes, nostrils, every single thing that I need to do to where they can go into a pickle. Once I get them salted, I can salt them and then put them in that tub right there. What I did was I made 75 gallons of pickle. So it was enough pickle to do all 15 capes at one time. And as I got them salted, the day after, I'd wash them off, do the rehydration bath in my salt water, and then throw them into that tub to where they can pickle and just do them all at the same time. I know in the past, I've said doing them in tubs is the way to go because you can keep everything separate. And for somebody that's new at this, I would highly suggest doing that first until you get your pickle figured out and get everything just perfect, because you don't want to ruin that many capes at one time. But I'm doing so many deer heads now that I'm actually mounting deer faster than I'm tanning. So I had to change up the way I was doing it. This right here, my first run at it, and it has been absolutely awesome. Like, didn't have any hair slippage. I haven't had any problems at all with anything. pH has stayed perfect. It's been very impressive at the speed that it has picked up, because doing 15 capes that way, I'm able to get a couple out every single day, neutralize them, tan them, and then the following morning I can go ahead and mount them without them ever having to go back in the freezer. So that's what I've been doing. I mounted 6 deer the last 3 days, and I'm going to go ahead and do 10 next week. That's going to take care of all the capes that I have tanned, and I can go ahead and get the last few in there and get finished up for this past season. Something else I want to tell y'all about too. If y'all didn't see any of my posts previously, I have started an Amazon store. Now on this new store link, what I'm going to start doing is on these videos, if I can remember to do it, I'm going to put a link in the description for my Amazon page. And what that is, that store, Amazon now allows me to create a store for the Cedar Ridge Chronicles. It's going to look very similar to my YouTube channel. But when you go to my store, there will be descriptions where I can put different headings, where it may be paint, it may be mounting supplies, stuff like that. And you can click on that and actually have links to all of those different items where you can go on there in one place and you can shop everything that I've got on my Amazon store. It's going to be a lot easier than having to put a bunch of separate links for all those different items in the description of all those videos. Really helping me out a lot as far as just getting everything organized. Plus it'll be easier for y'all to find. So where you see my links in the descriptions of some of these videos where you can go on Amazon and buy some of the products that I use in my shop, the links just take you to the Amazon product. It doesn't cost you any more to use my link, but just in full disclosure, like I get paid commission sales if y'all buy stuff using my link. So if you just use the link to get to Amazon and then buy the products that you need, it really helps me out getting those commission sales, because that's one reason why I try to adjust my prices, and I keep my prices a little bit low in my shop, because I'm able to make some of these commissions on some other stuff. Really helps me out just to be able to make a living. And that's thanks to y'all. And like I said, it doesn't cost y'all any more to buy the stuff on Amazon, but it will take you directly to those products. Something else that y'all may have noticed, I've done a few review videos on some JX3 stuff. Partnered up with JX3, and I have a discount code. It's CRC5. So if y'all decide that y'all want to try the JX3 saddle or any of their sticks or any of their merchandise, they've got something called a Versa pack, which is like a bino harness with a little backpack. It's kind of connected together. It's really cool. Got hand muff and stuff that connects to it. It's just an awesome little setup. But anyway, I do make some commission sales on that also, in full disclosure. You know, just I don't want to be lying to y'all and sound like a used car salesman. But just to let y'all know, if y'all do want any of that stuff, you get 5% off. So if you decide to try that out, I'm going to be hunting out of a JX3 this year. It's going to be the first time that I've really exclusively hunted out of a saddle. I really don't have any plans to climb in my climber at all this year. It's going to be a really big change for me, but I've got a few big bucks on camera and can't get in there into any of those spots with a climber. And with this, I think it's going to be the way to go, because I don't know if y'all have seen the videos on the JX3, but it sits like a chair, very comfortable, and I believe I'm going to be able to sit in it all day long, which is what I'm needing to do. Just wanted to give y'all a little bit of update of kind of what was going on, some stuff that I've changed, and some stuff with my promo stuff, just to let y'all maneuver the Cedar Ridge Chronicles a little bit better and give y'all a little bit of advice as I find a better way to do this kind of stuff. So guys, appreciate y'all stopping by. Good luck to y'all this deer season. Y'all go get them. We'll see y'all in the next video.